Have you ever wondered how far God is willing to go to keep his promise to you? To answer that, we have to travel way back to Genesis 15. It's one of the most dramatic and yet most overlooked moments in the Bible. The moment God made a covenant with Abraham. And believe it or not, that ancient scene is a foundation of something we still see today, a bride and groom walking down an aisle to make a vow. But the first version, it wasn't romantic. It was bloody. In Hebrew, the phrase make a covenant literally means to cut a covenant. Back then, you didn't sign an agreement. You cut it. Animals were slain, cut in half, and laid opposite each other, forming a kind of aisle. Then both parties would walk between the pieces, declaring, "If I break this covenant, may I become like these animals." Normally, the lesser person to deal, the vassal, had to walk the aisle. In this story, that should have been Abraham. But then, something no one expected happened. As Abraham prepared to take his place, God caused him to fall into a deep sleep. He couldn't move, couldn't speak, couldn't promise anything. And then God himself appeared. A smoking fire pot, a blazing torch, symbols of his presence, passed between the pieces alone. God walked the aisle by himself. And in that moment, he was saying, "Abraham, if I fail, I'll take the curse. But Abraham, if you fail, I'll take the curse too." The covenant wasn't based on Abraham's performance, but on God's promise. The greater took responsibility for the lesser. Fast forward 3,500 years. A lamb appears. Jesus, the Son of God, stretches out his arms on a cross. His body is torn. His blood is spilled. He bears the curse we brought on ourselves. Why? Because he was fulfilling the vow God made back in Genesis 15. We broke the covenant, but God walked the pieces for us. No, one of the Bible calls the church the bride of Christ. Every time a bride walks an aisle, it echoes that same picture, an aisle, a vow, and a covenant seal for life. Genesis 15 isn't just an ancient story. It's the gospel hidden in plain sight. Salvation was never about humanity climbing up to God. It's about God coming down to us. We failed. We broke the covenant. But God said, "I'll bear it myself." And on the cross, he did. That's the faithfulness of God. That's the covenant that changes everything. And that's why you can trust him fully, freely, and forever.